weather, and I was in Villarreal this evening, like 4 o'clock, and I thought, I'm gonna make a big salad. So I'll insert a picture. It was divine and just feels very much like spring today. It's been hot. I've come up into the office because tomorrow we have our meeting at CPAM, which is the Caisse Maladie. I mentioned in last week's vlog, we were having issues with Lyon's in particular. A couple of weeks ago, they sent us both letters demanding a list of documentation. Sent that off, recorded delivery, and never heard anything again. And then Lyon got a letter last week asking for the same documents. I thought they obviously didn't get them. Turns out they did get them. For mine though, they said, oh, you're missing the form that we never told you needed. Naturally. I said, can you send me the form because I haven't received it? Yes, that's fine. We'll send it to you, but note that you'll have to resend all of the other documents as well. When I asked about Lyon's, they had no record of him in the system, didn't recognise his social security number. And I said, well, I'm getting mail addressed to him. In the end, she said, it'd be easier if you come in to CPAM and we have a meeting and discuss it. You are able to go there from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. without an appointment and get things sorted out. Tomorrow, unfortunately for Cath and Mark, is surgery day. They're both having oral surgery and they were going to drive themselves to Agen, which is an hour away. I just thought that was a really bad idea. I've had dental surgery, and if anything, for me, I find it very anxiety inducing. So it's not necessarily that the surgery is invasive, just being in that chair and having your heart rate accelerate and you're so worried. I think you're better just to have a backup. So this is an age-long plan. I was going to drive them, but it's actually well timed. The four of us are going to head down to Agen tomorrow. I'm going to drop Cath and Mark at the hospital, and then Leon and I are going to carry on and go to CPAM and try and sort this out. So this is just for Leon. I don't have to do anything for myself. I've had a Carte Vitale before, and so I'm already in the system, so mine was much more straightforward. We've got birth certificate, the original one and a translated copy. Then we needed a rib. You need a copy of your visa and proof of your identity. Then I've got the URSSAF document that's clearly got his social security number at the top. Then I've got the letter that's addressed to him with his temporary social security number at the top. So hopefully with all of that, they should be able to come up with something. I'm also gonna take a picture because for a Carte Vitale, you do need a picture. That's it. We're all ready for tomorrow. It's gonna be an early start because we have to leave here at 7. So I'll check in with you then. Morning, so it's Tuesday, it's early, and we're just waiting for Cath and Mark. I feel really sad for them both. I know Cath's really nervous. I've got all of our paperwork, all in this folder. Yeah, Leon's just getting ready. I think we're both ready, pretty much. We don't normally get up this early. Beautiful morning though, not a cloud in the sky, and I get a feeling I'm going to end up being too warm because the weather's been glorious the last couple of days. How are you feeling? Oh, Cath. Maybe it's time you take your Xanax now. What time's your appointment?
2:30.
2:30.
It's at
9 o'clock.
10 o'clock now.
If it goes well, Catherine.
See this face now?
Oh, au revoir, little children.
See ya.
Be good.
Bye.
No sweeties. Aww. Now it's time for us to go to CPAM. So we arrived.
How was it? 30-minute free, it says. How long do you want?
An hour minimum.
That's an hour there. Only 60 cents. It's been cheap.
Well, do you want to do a bit more then, in case you want to have a wander around then?
I have your,
Oh, I do. So they're actually doing work at the prefecture. When we arrived, it was a bit, didn't quite know where we needed to go, but found it now. And it's the prefecture, which I got a bit confused. I thought CPAM was like a separate thing, but it's actually the same. So I got one.
I got her. Yeah.
Hey! So apparently this is the prefecture. I think they've rebuilt all this since I came here last.
When did you come here last?
About 15 years ago.
Hey, good memory. How did your appointment go in Agen?
Total waste of time. It turns out you can't just go there between 8:30 and 12 and get seen. You have to make an appointment. But then when she looked at the document, she was like, oh, that social security number's wrong. It's the wrong number. I said, well, that's the one that we received and that's how we're paying our taxes under that social security number. Oh, well, it's wrong. She was like the most, and if French administration was a person, it was this woman. So in the end, I'm like, oh, fine, whatever. I said, I've sent these documents in once already and they're still sending me the same letter asking for the same stuff. So what do I do about that? Oh, just ignore that.
And then you explained that we were on a visa, didn't you? I heard you say.
Yeah, I said that because we're on a visa, we've got a temporary private health policy, but that we're nervous because we want to do everything properly. And she's like, oh, well, it's not my job. I can't help you. And apparently when you ring, the number that you'll see at the top of your Assurance Maladie paperwork,
On there, yeah.
you don't speak to someone in Agen, you speak to someone in Poitiers. And she's like, oh, well, you spoke to someone in Poitiers. They don't know what we do here in Agen. I said, but that's the number that's on the document.
The advice helpline.
Yeah, she's like, oh, well, I don't know. Anyway, I'm starving. Should we go get something to eat?
Go on then. Yes, you walked up and down, didn't we? And eventually went.
I used to come shopping to Agen all the time when I was a teenager. If ever me and my friends wanted to go shopping or we had some money to spend on rubbish. I used to think about the stuff I used to buy. Oh my word. Always used to come to Agen, but the main shopping street is a mystery to me. I cannot remember where it is because I always used to get the train. So actually the smart thing to do would be to find the train station. It's just occurred to me now. Cath and Mark are not likely to be done at the dentist until around lunchtime-ish, I don't think. So we've got a bit of time to kill. I'm getting so many memories of my shopping trips. Used to come here with 30 euros and think I was flush. What did you just call it? Pimple. That's where all my money went. Every penny of that 30 euros pinky.
And these are good reasons to come out for the day with your wife. Get nice things.
Yummy, yummy. That looks really good.
It does.
Looks so good. Is yours nice? French toast. Oh yeah.
It just goes round it.
So we're at the prefecture in Agen and they have this stunning wisteria all woven in the bars and the smell is out of this world.
Yeah, if we had smell-o-vision.
Oh my word, Mum. My mum is obsessed with wisteria. We used to joke and say she had wisteria hysteria. Oh Mum, that's definitely the best I've ever seen. We're in Leroy Merlin and I ended up in the gardening section. Cauliflower diaries. Why not just grow my own cauliflower? I don't know how easy it is to grow, but these seeds are like €7 a packet, which is expensive. But when you think that each cauliflower is around about 5, and I could get more than that from one packet, then maybe it's not a bad payoff. I think Cath's nearly done anyway with her teeth. So I think Leon's just grabbing a few more bits and then we're going to head to pick them up. How are you feeling?
It's all there.
Whoa.
Stitches got right round to there.
Oh! Oh, did you go?
What does it look like?
It actually looks good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Better than before.
There's no bleeding. There will be if you keep pulling on it though, like that.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
Alright, just a bit sore.
Oh. So these guys reckon they'd be tiling this afternoon. You don't look like a pair of tilers, I can tell you that right now.
I'll be doing something.
Thinking about tiling.
They're laying in my caravan bed.
Right, let's
Yeah.
go. Hi, darling. Can you come down? Oh, what? Come round the back. Come round here. No, don't follow me. Come round this way. Guys, I'm back in my office and I decided to get on with the driving licenses because I didn't want today to feel like a completely wasted day with having gone all the way to Agen only to not sort the Carte Vitale situation out. So I came home. Obviously, Leon and I have our photos from the photo booth, and these I needed for the driving licenses. There's a number at the top and you type that in and it retrieves it from a database online, so you don't even need to scan it or do anything with it, so that's easy. So I'm just running through one final time to make sure I've got all of the documents it asked for. So it wanted my current driving license, piece of identity, so I've just put my passport in there, birth certificate, so I've included my original birth certificate, a scanned copy, and my translated birth certificate, a scanned copy. Proof that you have a right to live in France, so of course I've attached a copy of my visa. Justificatif de domicile, it actually had a really cool online portal thing where you could enter your name and your address and it would find, I don't know how it does it, but it would find your bill and it could corroborate that you were indeed the same person on the bill that you declared you were. There's a much easier way of saying what I just said, but never mind. So didn't have to upload a file for that, which is great, makes my life easier. It said about, do you want to add any additional bits? And I thought more is always more in France. So, you know, if in doubt, attach everything. DNA test, your, you know, lineage going back to the conqueror, just anything you think could be, you know, valid and pertinent to your application. I think I told you guys already, I have my original certificate of when I passed my test with the scores on it and everything. I showed you that. So it gave me the option of attaching that. So I was like, I'm putting that in there, that baby. I also decided to include my marriage certificate because for me, I've found a couple of times, like at the Chambre de Métier, they wanted our marriage certificate because, of course, as a woman, if you choose to take your husband's name and you're including documents that have both your maiden name and married name, it can cause, not confusion, but it's like, well, we want to see your marriage certificate so that we know that your name has changed because you're married. Next step, relisez soigneusement les informations ci-dessous. Read carefully the information below. Une fois validée, votre démarche ne pourra plus être modifiée et toute erreur risque d'entraîner l'échec de la procédure. Basically, read it carefully because once you've submitted it, you can't edit it and it could result in your application being denied if you've made any mistakes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, mention légale. I attest on my honour. On my honour. Honour him. Sorry. Seen that film. I love the music, what can I say? On my honour, I declare that the present request and the information supplied are exact. Validé. Ka-ching! With everything you do in France, they always give you a justificatif de dépôt. Do you know why they do that? Okay, so it's basically just proof that you've submitted your request. Always, under all circumstances, save the justificatif, because without it, there's no proof that you've submitted anything, and further down the line, and I've heard that this process can take months. So if it does take months, at least I have a document that proves I've made my request. And now I'm just waiting on you guys to respond. So it's not on me, it's on you. Just open that and see what that is. Yep, demand with the number. Sarah Wilson. Oh, please tell me I did that right. I've done that right, I have. I definitely have. Oh yeah, birth name Wilson, the name you go by is Pierce. That is correct. Now I'm going to try and do Leon's. Now Leon's might be more difficult or easier. It kind of depends. With Leon's, you see, he doesn't have a license in the system, so therefore they're going to have to issue a brand new license, whereas what I've just applied for is a reissuing of my original license, which I got in France in 2013. 2013? Yes. The 10th of July, 2013. Okay, right, I'm going to carry on with this. I'll let you know if I have any issues. Hopefully not. So, I was doing very well, got quite a way through Leon's application and then hit a snag. It wanted a proof of address. And the proof of address couldn't be a bill or a tax foncière bill or anything like that. It had to be a specific attestation that would cover the period of time that we've been in France. So we arrived on August 13th, and so you have to have something to corroborate your continued presence here since that date. And one of the things that it said, which I thought was just the easiest, because our Mary is very, very nice, was to go to the mairie and ask them to supply you with an attestation. So in order to do that, you basically need to send them an email with some proof that you have been living at the address that you say you have. So what I've done is I've written this email, I've told them where we live, and I've said I want it to prove that I have been living here for since we arrived. And so I've included a copy of Leon's passport just for ID purposes. I've included the attestation acte de vente, and then I also included our house insurance certificate, which I've just looked at, and that's in my name. Not very helpful. Hopefully the rest of it will be enough, but we'll see. I'm cooking some tea for the dribblers, for the invalids. I'm doing chicken noodles, so I actually need to go out and get the food to do that. So I'm going to nip down to our little épicerie and see what she's got. Hopefully they have some chicken and some veg. Cool. I'm going to go and start dinner. So, full disclosure, I am a messy cook. I admit it, I am working on it, but this is the reality. So, there. I made pastina for the first time, which I've been desperate to try. I saw it on Instagram, and it's meant to be like the go-to thing that Italian grandmothers and nonnas make for their sick grandchildren or kids. And I thought, gotta try it. And I thought with soup, at least for Mark and Cath, it won't be too difficult to eat, but it's still got some like little pasta things in there. So they are teeny tiny little stars. How cute are they? Carrot, onion, celery, fried up, butter, cooked the pastina, and then I chopped up some fresh thyme and oregano, threw that in there, and with some parmigiano. So I'm going to take that round and see how the patients are doing. Don't you think it looks better, everybody?
Yeah, but the dentist said I needed to use ice tonight.
She meant peas in a bag, Catherine, not ice in your gin. Do you think it looks? I think it looks great.
You can see it bruising.
Yes. You look like you've got a little 5 o'clock shadow on your top lip.
I do. Go further away. Oh, not make me laugh.
Oh, sorry. Amanda rang me, and I said to Amanda, give Kath a ring and ask her to say pamplemousse.
I can say pamplemousse now.
I know, I'm a bit disappointed when I...
Pamplemousse.
The French word for grapefruit.
So the medicine is going well. They should do gin on prescription, and we'd get like 70% off.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A little mutual top-up for your gin. Right, let me show you the floor.
I'd smile.
They've hardly done anything in here. Just kidding. Look at that. I bet it'll look totally different again though when it's sealed.
Yes, because when you wet them, it goes gorgeous.
Guys, it's still not right though. The colour. The actual colour is like ecru and ivory shades.
It's coming out dark.
And it looks really dark, and it's not. I mean, those tiles over there are like a real pale taupe, and on here they look like really dark.
So we've got rid of 2 pallets already.
And that's for your bedroom, yeah? Bedrooms.
Yeah.
Is there enough there for that?
There's another 2 pallets down
Oh
there.
yeah. Hey guys, you may not know this, but that house through there,
You can't wear that car.
you can't even see it. That's Mark and Cath's last house they built.
It says it down here.
This is the last house. Yeah, right. Mark Wilson's involved.
Oh no, I couldn't do it again.
Nothing is sure. Yeah. Hello.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order, please?
Can I get a Big Mac and a Diet Coke?
€8.50.
Ba-bing.
If you go to the next one, you can collect it.
Is your milkshake machine broken again?
Broken. Bye. Enjoy. Come again.
What's today?
Fibre Day. Not in the special K way.
Fibre Day, no.
So this when you live in France, you bury these and you run your cables under the ground. So this has been under our driveway for 18 years.
Yeah, my dad will have put that in.
Yeah, and I know helping Mark earlier this year, sometimes when you put them in, when you first build the house and you get deliveries, they get crushed by the lorries that go on the driveway. But this one still works.
Well done, Dad.
Well done, Dad.
Yeah, so fibre internet. We've got the box. Orange sent us that. Another job Leon's decided he wants to do. He's got a problem with our post box. He thinks it's wobbly and he doesn't like it.
Don't like it. So I'm
Well, I
gonna
better not
attach it.
wobble that too much because he's put the screws there.
And if they fall off, where are they going to go? In your tyres.
Oh, right, yeah. So Leon's going to fix it to the post.
So I bought some nice brackets in Leroy Merlin.
So yeah, the orange man is down there in the garage pulling the cable. It's very warm, and I don't know if you guys are in France, you'll be seeing all of this yellow dust on everything. Can you see it? So people are always undecided of what it is. Some people say that it's dust from the Sahara. However, I believe that it's
Too yellow for that.
rapeseed pollen, because there's fields of it everywhere around here. None sort of in our immediate vicinity, but it is all over. And even on my phone, as I'm filming now, I can see specks of it on my screen. You literally, it's settling all of the time. Probably not great if you've got hay fever. Has he stopped pulling?
I think so.
Cool.
So good morning, I am with Mark. We're on the way to a tree job, and a few times now we've driven past this bakery, and every time we drive past, Mark goes, "Oh, you've got to get in there."
These are the best pan of raisins ever. Anyway, it's always shut every time we come past. They've been closed for a little bit doing some renovation
But
work.
today it was open, so Mark's got these beauties. So you've seen a pan of raisin,
Look at the size of that. It's as big as your face.
and Mark has a big face. So that is, it's like a bear claw. Look at the size of that. So I've got to work hard today to work this off, but I'm glad we managed to try it. So Dinky. Well done. So just driving back from a tree job with Mark, and we've going towards Belvez, and there's an interesting building here. I don't know if you can see, but if you look up there, there are bullet holes in the stone in the tower. So we don't know what the story is, but I'd imagine there was somebody maybe in the resistance, maybe taking pot shots at the Nazis, and they maybe fired back. But it would be a good location to, defend your village from, if that's what you were going to do. So yeah, there's loads of stories around here, isn't there, Mark? And it'd be nice to find out what happened there. So yeah, a bit of the past, ugly past, but we learn from the past so we don't repeat it.
It has to be the best pirate I've ever seen. Oh, sorry.
So this is the Dordogne. Today we were in Belvez and decided to take a little detour.
Take it, I pay for it.
So this is Beynac. Oh no, Cazenac. No, Beynac.
Yeah, Beynac.
Beynac. Oh, sorry, Beynac.
Beynac.
I don't know how far we're going to go, but it's quite high up. top. And I think the chateau is payable, isn't it? You have to get
I think it's like
tickets.
5 or 7 euros.
Ooh. But you can go up and see the panoramic viewing station at the top, and it is just stunning. Absolutely amazing. So if you're in the area and you want to have a day out, definitely try out this area. This is where we go canoeing as well in the summer from La Roque-Gajac, which is 10 minutes away.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, so we're gonna get in the car, head home and make some margaritas. Morning guys, it's Sunday and I've had a very relaxing morning. Had breakfast in bed, which was just divine, and I'm feeling like I want to get up and do some things. So depending on how the day goes, I want to get some gardening done now. Basically, my seedlings are doing very well, but it's time to get them out of the seed trays and put them in their own individual pots, because as you can see, the courgettes are getting so big that there's no depth in the tray, and so the stalks are sort of bending all over the place, so they need a bit more stability. The tomatoes, oh, I think some of them have died. I'm going to give those a water and see if they perk up. If they do, I'm going to put those in these trays because they're a lot smaller compared to the courgettes. So that's what I'm going to do. There you go, first one done. They've got incredible roots on them already. I don't know what the yield is on one courgette plant, but the way I'm going, I'm going to have enough for the whole hamlet. They're potted. I also bought this from Agen. It's manure. Manure, I meant to say, not manure. At least just do the front maybe. Right, that's one lot of tomatoes done. Okay, second lot of tomatoes. I think I'm gonna have to call it quits there, otherwise I'll be overrun. Thanks so much for watching this week's vlog. I realised as I was editing it just now that I never closed it out, and I always like to say thanks so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button. We release vlogs every Friday at 9 AM French time, and it covers all aspects of us living here in France, including applying for our visas and dealing with French administration, as you'll have seen in this episode. So anyway, thanks so much for being here. Please leave us a comment too to let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.